Which is more important? And I was really surprised na tinanong niya ako nito. Money or time?
The reason why my marriages failed was because I would obligate my partner to give time to someone in need. So ang reklamo sa akin ng mga exes ko is time. I have time for other people except them. And then ang rebuttal ko, bakit? Asawa kita. We should be giving time to them. You know what? Maling-mali ako doon. I should give time to the people I invited and brought to my life. Not the people in my middle circle. Family comes first. The word basta is not a response. That is the most meaningless response that you can give people you love.
Welcome to Linguist Access Podcast, where we all get together to learn more about inspiring stories behind every journey that will give you the courage to push past challenges and overcome obstacles, all for God's glory, with your host, Shalini Oritaves.
The culture is really passed on. The way you should nurture your daughter, the way you make her feel. It's all about you teaching her how she should value herself and how she should expect people to treat her. So these are the things that I think most father forget to make their children realize. Kasi ngayon, parang pagbata, the only thing that I have, and I'm personally guilty of that, disiplinahin ko siya. What I actually forget is that the intention of actually disciplining her is for her to see her value. Like, you want to be respected. You should not do this. You should do this. Do it this way. Yun yung nakikita ko na, the way you explain things, mas nararamdaman ko na you don't just live for now, but you're also thinking about dahil yun sa future niya. Yeah.
How about this? May mga password yung mga telepono nila, no? May mga password yan. Hindi ko alam yung password ng telepono nila. But may tinatawag kaming instant audit. Kahit kami mag-asawa, we don't check each other's phones. Pero may tinatawag kaming instant audit. Ano yung instant audit? Without any warning, I could tell one of my kids, open your phone. I'm gonna check that. No time to hide. No time to erase. No time to clear your history. Open your phone. Let me check what's in there. I don't tell them when. I don't tell them why.
It's just so random.
You know what? Because ang point ko, integrity matters. If you want me to trust you, every time I audit your stuff, you better make sure I don't see anything there that will break my trust.
I'm really learning a lot. You know what? It's supposed to just a conversation but this is life's lessons. And to be honest, I don't get to hear podcasts like this kasi you don't get to hear Filipino culture na pwede pa pala na buhayin na kahit nasa Amerika ka. Kasi dito, they have totally different culture. I'm actually working as a nurse here. Naawa ako sa mga pasyente ko kasi, I don't want to generalize, but talagang ang number one concern ko is I have the young and the old and hindi sila naaalagaan, hindi nila nakikita yung value nila. And just recently, merong nanganak sa hospital and then, kailangan ng EMS kasi yung mother is DUI, nagda-drugs. So, and I always want to say na that is really rooted on the family values. Thinking about you have 5 kids, you have all males, may same age pa, and you were able to talk to them like head on.
Up to now,
and they still listen to you.
Talk to them. Yeah.
I can't believe, to be honest.
Oh my God. I saw this somewhere. How old are your kids?
One is 8 years old and the other one is 12.
Okay. So right now, they still idolize you and Eric. Okay. Tatlong stages yan.
Hopefully.
They will idolize. No. It's true. They idolize you. Pagdating niya ng 13 to 18, even 19, they will demonize you. Which means kontrabida ka na. Mag-AirPods na yan. Ayaw na makinig sa sinasabi mo. Pag nasa kotse kayo, corny na yung radio station mo. Diba? Nakagano na sila. Hanggang 18 yan. After 18, they will humanize you because they'll be exposed to the world and they'll see na, you know what, I've learned this from my mom and dad. They've said, oh my God, my mom and dad are not bad people. Sinabi na nila sa amin to. So those are the 3 stages. Your kids right now, they're in the idolizing stage. Take advantage of that. They will idolize you. And then pag teenager na sila, lahat ng sasabihin mo, wala ka nasabing tama, kukontrahin ka na nila. So, play around with that. They will demonize you. Don't take it personally. Ginawa rin natin sa magulang natin yan. Right? And then, pagtanda nila, aakapin ka nila ng masarap, na maigpit, because now, they've humanized you. They see what you do, what you did, and they'll say, you know, thank you, Mom, halika. It's so weird. I'm off topic to, pero alam mo ba, my wife and I, we don't obligate each other to get each other something for Mother's Day and Father's Day. If you are guilty of expecting Eric to get you something for Mother's Day, you're wrong. If Eric is guilty of expecting something from you for Father's Day, he is wrong. Unang-una, you are not his mom and he is not your dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
Never thought of that.
So, ang sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao, pero we're setting an example for the children. That's BS. Because if you want to set a good example for the kids, if your mom and dad are alive, on Mother's Day, honor your mom and show your children how to honor moms by you honoring your own mom. On Father's Day, honor your dad. Not your husband. Valentine's Day yun eh. Honor your dad. Teach your kids. Ganun pala. That's what look at my mom. My mom is honoring her dad. Okay, I get it. Oh, my mom is honoring her mom. Okay, I get it. Because alam mo ba, wala akong in-expect sa mga anak ko. Pero when heaven began working, oh my God, alam mo yung feeling na siya mismo ang gumawa ng paraan to do something for me for Father's Day with the siblings. It's because I deserved it now. Again, I did not demand it. Diba? If you do a good job being a parent, being a dad, being a mom, you will be raising good kids and they will know what to do for you without you having to tell them. Because if you demand them to do something for you for Father's Day or Mother's Day, and if you demand from your spouse to do something for you for Mother's Day or Father's Day, you're doing it wrong, girl. Pag Valentine's Day kayong dalawang mag-asawa, and you tell your mother-in-law and father-in-law and your mother and your father, don't bother me 364 days in a year because I'll give you one day, which is your day, Mother's Day or Father's Day. Every day kasi is for my husband and my kids eh. But that one day I'll honor you.
That is true. Aww. Nobody told me that. And I never read that from any books. You don't get to read that from any book.
I'm coming out with a book. It's called I'm an Asshole and You're Probably One Too. That's the title of the book. It's coming out. It's coming out in January. Andun yun, yung explanation. Di ba? Pag tinignan mo, grabe naman tong si Paco. Parang napaka-asshole naman ito. But no. Totoo yun. Kaya nag-aaway ang mag-asawa. Kasi walang boundary eh. Hindi natin alam rules natin eh. Kaya nalilito ang mga bata. Diba? Bigyan mo ng boundary. Diba? Dito ka. At the end of the day, kayo mag-asawa, kayo magkakampi. Yung mga anak nyo, they're supposed to leave you. If your kids don't leave the nest, you guys just failed. They're supposed to leave. I have 5 beds. 5 beds, bakit I have 5 kids? Only 4 beds are being used. Kasi si Heaven, matanda na. He has his own place. But he still has a bed in this house. Pero I'm so proud that it's not being used. Which means, okay, success ako doon. Nakalipad yung isa, 4 na lang.
Alam mo, this kind of conversation, this is very important for us parents who are now in the US. Kasi ang hirap, to be honest. And I hate to say this, but I am seeing that sa anak ko, sa eldest ko, na iPads, parang ako na yung kontrabida, lahat ng sinasabi ko. Yung reluctance every time. And actually, you're the first person to tell me na ikaw yung kontrabida, kahit anong sabihin mo. And I hate the fact, kasi I would always say that's a disrespect. Kasi during my time, I don't know if I'm saying it right, pero talagang sabi ko, takot na takot akong gaganon yung mga, kasi kanina, so we were talking about it, nawala niya yung earphones na binigay ng dad niya.
Yeah.
And she wanted it so bad. We were in Disney World. And so she said, I would not ask for any hoodie because she likes hoodie. So she said, I want an earphone. Pero ito yung klase ng earphone. So, of course, binili na ni Eric, binilhan siya. And then, when we ate in a restaurant, kasi nag-date kaming dalawa, 2 weeks ago, naiwan niya or nawala niya doon sa restaurant. Kaming dalawa lang nag-date. And then, and I said, because the topic was, hindi ka marunong mag-alaga nung gamit, blah, blah, blah. And so Eric was saying this na hindi ka marunong mag-ano ng gamit mo, nawawala ng mga gamit mo. And then I said, tingnan mo, gustong-gusto mo yung earphone mo, ngayon wala na. It's not even a week, you lost it. And then Eric asked, nawala na yung earphone mo? And then she just said, you didn't know that? Diba? Ako, parang I would feel so sorry and say, oh, I'm really sorry. I tried my best to take care of it, but I really lost. But you didn't know that I lost it? Parang, what? So, galit na galit. And I think that's very typical of a Filipino mother and a father na ganun yung reaction. And hearing it from you na ganito yung pace siya. Ito yung una. The phase 1 is ikaw, ina-idolize ka. Number 2, wala, hindi na. Kontrabida ka na sa buhay nila. Number 3, yun na. Napifeel na nila, magigilty na sila na you were right the whole time. Now, my question is, dun sa in-between, sa period na kontrabida ka, how should you properly react on them? Na ganun sila, na kontrabida ka. Should you stick with you think is right? Papagalitan mo. You have to stick with telling them the right and the wrong thing, differentiating
with empathy ka dapat. At the end of the day, magulang ka. At the end of the day, menor de edad sila. So, it's okay to say, hey, I'm allowing you to express yourself, but I'm not allowing you to be rude. Those are two different things, girl. If you want to cuss me out, don't do it in front of my face. Go to your room, which I own, by the way. My point is, you know what? I'm allowing you to express yourself. But rudeness has no place in this house. And my kids, we went to New York noong 2023, February. We went to the Ice Cream Museum. So, ang mga anak ko, when they hit 10 years old, I give them a phone. And then when they hit 13, I give them their last phone. Why? Because at 16, I'm assuming may mga part-time job na sila pwede nila bilhin yung mga gusto nilang bilhin. So, 10, just to get in the game. And then 13, last hura, and then wala na. Ayun, dalawa sa kanila nawala nila yung mga brand new iPhone nila sa Ice Cream Museum. Wala silang narinig sa akin. And then yung isa, sabi nung isa, so what's gonna happen? I know, you tell me. If that was valuable, you would have kept it. Are you mad? Why am I mad? I have my phone. You should be mad. You lost your phone. Now, are you expecting me to buy you a phone? Because I'm not. I mean, usapan natin, I get you a phone at 10. I get you a phone at 13. So, what now, Dad? Figure it out, diba? There might be something to do in the house. You can work for it. We could put money toward it. Pero you're not getting a free phone from me. So, yung isa sabi, Dad, can I use your old phone? Yeah, but it's not yours. It's mine. Can't change the password. So, may mga ganun ako, diba? Kasalanan mo yan eh. Kahit sa school, ganun ako. Si Heaven, the first year high school siya. Pagsundo ko sa kanya, umiiyak. So, why are you crying? I got an F in math. So, why are you crying? Because you're gonna get mad at me. Why? Because I failed math. So, I'm confused. Sabi niya, I failed math. I got an F. So, I hurt you. So, you're gonna get mad at me. So, no. I'll tell you how I'll get mad at you. If I told you, hey, Hev, I'm taking algebra. Can you go to class for me? And you need to pass this for me. And you fail, then I'll get mad. But you know what, anak? I passed algebra. I'm okay. I actually passed high school. I'm good. You should be mad at yourself. Ba't mo ko nadamay dyan? My life is good. I mean, if you want a good life, I'm not giving it to you. I'm giving you the privilege for you to start a good life. But if you're expecting me to give you the good life, this is as good as it's gonna get. You're building on your future, baby, and I'm not going to be part of it. Do you see your lolo around? Because you're building your future. So, if you got an F, anak, that's on you. I passed my algebra. So now what do you need? I need a tutor. There you go. Yeah. Okay, mag-tutor tayo. Yan, pwede kita bigyan ng tutor. Pero pati kita pagagalitan, bumaksak ka na eh.
I don't know where you get these life lessons are really something that is, I would not say idiocratic, but wow, I mean, yeah, hindi mo nakukuha to kahit saan. This is really like
kasi
practical.
Nga siya, yung why, di ba, why? Yung why should be a constant thing in your head. Like ako, when you reached out to me, Hindi ka naman nahihirapan eh. Kasi ang point ko, why? Bakit kita pahihirapan? You're doing something good. Diba? If I can touch your life, why not?
Totally different to how Filipinos are raised up. Actually, I would say the culture of Filipinos, the kind of parenting Filipinos have, sa'yo, very practical, and I would say very useful, kasi that book I would definitely promote and I would definitely get one. Kasi like they say, walang manual eh. Even if I read something like, how should I deal with this? Ganitong mga response. And I'm sick and tired of getting mad, getting upset every day. You know what I mean? Just because
what causes cancer?
I know. And it's not healthy at all. That is true. And it's kind of challenging to be a parent here in the US because you get to take care of the house, plus you have to work. What I mean? Like, nobody, like sabi mo nga, walang lola o...
Pero explain that to me. You have to take care of the house and then you have to work. Explain that. Sige, so mahuhuli ko kung saan ang trigger point mo dyan. Go.
I would say for us to live a life, and I want to be more meaningful living in the States. I also want to keep my profession. So, I work.
So, ano yung house? Ano yung take care of the house? Okay na yung profession eh. Kasi may mga manager naman sa hospital eh. Pero ano yung take care of the house? O hindi ka naman OCD or OCD ka?
Ako yun.
Parang yung wife ko palaging clean the bathroom. Ako naman, malinis naman eh. May mga buhok sa sahig. Diba? So sinasabi ko, oh my God, ini-stress natin yung sarili natin sa mga bagay-bagay, pero nakikita ko naman na, okay, if that makes her happy. Sinasabi ko sa mga anak ko, do it because mataas ang standard ng nanay niyo. So, hindi mo lang masama doon. You have to tell them why. Hindi pwedeng clean the bathroom. So, nung nalaman ng mga anak namin yung importance ng paglilinis ng banyo, o di ngayon, bukal na sa kalooban nila linisin yung banyo.
Yeah.
Because alam nila, napapasaya nila yung nanay nila. Alam nila na ang stress nakakakos ng chronic illness. Dahil mababa ang immune system. Ayaw nila nagkakasakit ang nanay nila. Kasi wala magluluto para sa kanila. So, linisin nyo yung banyo na yan.
Yung hair na hindi nauubos.
So, i-communicate mo sa mga anak mo kung bakit. Hindi mo pwede lang dukduk sa kanila na kailangan. The word basta is not a response. That is the most meaningless response that you could give people you love. Bakit tayo pupunta nun? Basta. Serious? Yun lang ang ibibigay mo sa akin, sagot?
Amazing. My kids, they are very inquisitive. Like, they always ask why.
If you have inquisitive kids, you have to answer.
Nahihigita ako kasi ang dami kong iniisip.
Sila dapat ang una mong iisipin.
As in, so sabi ko, okay, we're gonna go there. You need to change your clothes because on a weekend, I want to go out with you guys. I want to eat outside. Why are we going there? So lahat ng mga tanong.
Ano sagot? Make it worthwhile for them. Remember, so nakikita ko na, you have to make it worthwhile for them. Why? Kasi dito kami nagkakilala ng daddy nyo. Why? Because masarap yung food dito. Why? Because yung kwento mo sa kanila, yun na magiging kwento naman nila sa mga kaibigan nila or partner nila sa buhay. There has to be a why.
There's always.
Why? Kasi wala tayong budget. Dito lang ang kaya ng daddy at mommy ngayon, kaya dito tayo kakain. Kaya magbihis na kayo. There has to be a why. You cannot say basta. Priority mo si Eric. Pagkatapos si Eric, yung dalawang bata na. Because sa work, may mga manager yan. May mga tao. Alam mo, patay ka na. Nandun pa rin yung negosyo na yan. Pero your family is all you have. So, hindi pwede ang basta. Sa work, gawin mo yun. Sa work, mag-o-off ako. Bakit? Basta. Pakialam nyo, pamilya ko. Alam mo ba, meron kaming family excuse. And this is the best excuse. Even to my teenage boys, I tell them, do not ghost a girl. If you don't want to see this girl anymore, you just give the best excuse in the world, which is what? I can't see you. Why? I'm having family issues. I have to focus on the family. What's the girl going to say? Sa school, ganun din. My kid can't come to school today. Why? We're having a family emergency. Anong panghihimasok ang gagawin nila? Family comes first. I hope your viewers and listeners understand this. Family comes first.
Especially for us nurses out there, we are so slave.
For you nurses out there, yeah.
We are so tempted to earn more and more just because, but I think that's
Ano just because? Why? Why?
Exactly.
O sige, ayan, di ba? Why?
why.
Why?
Because you want more.
Why?
You want
Sige,
bigger
let's get to the
houses.
bottom.
You want
Why?
this.
Why? You have 2 kids and a husband. Why do you want a bigger house? Why? Hanggang sa dumating ka sa pinakadulo ng why mo.
And then you realize it's not really important at all. I mean, you're already set,
Diba?
you set aside.
No, you and your listeners and your viewers should find their why, because your kids are not getting any younger. Why is
And
your
we
why
are
is
not
important
getting any
for-
younger. You know what, Paco? I want to ask a lot of questions like parenting. Alam mo,
Ipa-part 2 na lang natin. Oh,
perfect ang parenting questions, promise. And I know a lot of my audience would want to hear more about you. But for now, I know you still have to do more for your family. You have priorities in mind, things that need to be done. Now, I'd like to ask about, any recent projects or dreams you're working on now. Do you have any? What's next for you?
I want to invite your viewers to watch and subscribe to Paco's Place on YouTube. So it's youtube.com/Paco's Place. Marami kayong mapupulot na gantong kwentuhan. But this time, ako naman yung nagtatanong. Sila naman yung nagsasagot. I'll invite you to be a guest on the show when you're in LA, because you have to physically be in my studio to be part of that
I will.
podcast. Kaya nga Paco's Place. But yeah, yun lang. I'd like to encourage all your viewers to support you also. And kung may takeaway rito sa conversation na to, it's find your why. And you don't owe anything to anybody except your spouse and your children. That's it. Protect the family unit and things will be better. Even mental health. Even kahit sa mental health, kaya tayo nadidepress is because we know that we should be doing something pero hindi natin ginagawa. And normally that's taking care of the family. Once the family is okay, nothing can break you or nothing can stress you anymore. Because alam mo na pag uwi mo sa bahay, andyan lahat ng kakampi mo. Yun ang importante ron.
I-share ko lang, during the hurricane, I was asked, can you work on this day? Sometimes they would ask us, or I would always say, not just during the hurricane, but especially for like emergency cases, that I have to do this or that, pick up calls. I would always say this, that I love my patients, but I love my family more. I'd always say that. I love them, but I love my family more. And because I can work, I was considering work in California. So I had an interview one time, and then, of course, the employer asked me, which is more important? And I was really surprised na tinanong niya ako nito, money or time? Yun lang. Yun yung tanong niya sa akin. So sabi ko, I think I would equate time with family because, I give my time with my family, no one else. So if you ask me which is more important, I would say family, because how can I take care of my patients if I cannot take care of my family? So this was the question that he said. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very typical for Filipinos. And so for us Filipinos, we already have a brand that we want to work really a lot just to, please our managers, aside from earning more, but we really want to please them. We want to show to them. We want to show off. Or maybe there's a need. But like I said, like what Paco said, why? Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to make a lot of overtime? Why do you have to sacrifice your time with your family and focusing more on your work? So why?
So pag-usapan natin kung bakit, i-reveal ko kung bakit I've had failed marriages. The reason why my marriages failed was because I would obligate my partner to give time to someone in need, because feeling ko trabaho namin together to be somebody for someone in need. But you know what? That was wrong, because me and whoever I was with would spend time with someone who will take up her time. You follow? Benevolence starts with you to your spouse. That's your benevolence. To the point, your spouse should have to say, alam mo, sawang-sawa na ako sa'yo, sige, go and help someone else. Pero you cannot obligate your spouse and your kids to go help someone else if you haven't helped them enough or given them enough time. So ang reklamo sa akin ng mga exes ko is time. I have time for other people except them. And then ang rebuttal ko, bakit? Asawa kita. We should be giving time to them. You know what? Maling-mali ako doon. I should give time to the people I invited and brought to my life. Not the people in my middle circle. They have their own inner circle to take care of that. It's not my responsibility. And I hope your viewers, including yourself, understands this. If your children and your husband demands your time, you have to drop everything and give it to them. They should not be begging for your time and attention. Other people should. But your husband, your children should not be begging for your time. I'm only able to do this with you now is because my family agreed for me to do this now because they're busy doing something else. But then I'm gonna have to get back to them also. Kailangan namin kumain, di ba? But point is, you're doing something right pag tinatakwil ka na ng pamilya mo at sawang-sawa na sila sa pagmumukha mo, it means you've given them enough time. Until then, wala kang karapatan at magbigay ng oras sa iba.
Oh, that really hit on me. Yeah, as in, that really hit on me. I mean, I'm guilty and a lot of my audience, I know for sure if you are somebody like me who always thinks that, sabi nga nila, work. Kasi ayokong mapahiya. Ayokong mapahiya sa iba. Ayokong maisip ng iba na hindi ko sila, I take them for granted without me realizing that I'm maybe taking for granted also my own family just because I want to accommodate my boss. I want to accommodate my friends. As we wrap up, I know this is a lot, but is there one piece of actionable advice that you want to give to my colleagues, to the people out there who are watching
Final advice?
Show?
Listen to your spouse. Listen to your parents. Honor your spouse. Honor your parents. And if you don't have a spouse, you don't have parents, be grateful to the people who've given their time, energy, and effort to help you get where you are now, if you're in the right place. Gratitude goes a long, long way. If you have a grateful heart, honoring the people around you is easy to do. Pero an attitude of gratitude kills depression, kills stress, because you can't be grateful and spiteful at the same time. Di pwede. I will advise all your viewers and listeners to start practicing being grateful every day. Make a list. Okay, have a journal. Spend 5-10 minutes, write 5 things you're grateful for sa journal. No one needs to know. Pero be grateful. Yun lang. That's what I'll leave with you guys. And subscribe to Paco's Place. Yun lang.
Yes, subscribe to Paco's Place. And thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure learning and hearing your journey and, of course, hearing your insights. Once again, stay tuned for more. And don't forget, Paco's Place.
Thank you for listening to Linguist Access Podcast. Please give us a review on iTunes. Leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode.